Hello, my name is Benjamin Gibbs, and I will be your instructor for this particular course. This is CJC 250, which is being run during the first summer session of 2018. This is Introduction to Courts and the United States Judiciary. Again, I wanted to address the syllabus. I want to go over the syllabus with you, and in a subsequent video, which is going to be posted simultaneously, I will go over our Blackboard course site. So here in the syllabus, some of the key things, of course, right here is my contact information. I am in North Quad 278B. I know this is an online course, and many of you, if not all of you, are taking it from a distance, so it's probably not going to be all that relevant to this particular course in this semester. But in case you are in the Muncie area and you want to come by and talk about the course or anything, feel free to schedule an appointment. I can be reached by phone at 765-285-5102. And of course, our main mode of communication is email. And I can be reached at brgibbs@bsu.edu. So of course I'm not going to read the syllabus to you verbatim. You can read it yourself, but there are some things I want to point out to you. First is the office hours. We naturally do not have office hours based on it being an online course, but I do want to point out to you that we do have WebEx video conferencing capabilities. I have set up that link in a conference room on Blackboard. So during that video, I will go over that. But I want to let you know that's available by appointment, and we can meet and talk about the material, going over any other issues you may have with a particular course. And naturally, our primary mode of communication is email. I will, upon receiving your email, I will return it as soon as possible. I'll have you know that I am the internship supervisor over the summer as well. So if I don't get back to you that day because I'm out traveling to internship sites, I will try to get back to you the following day. Also, if I do receive an email over the weekend, I'm not likely to get back to you until Monday. I'm generally away from all computers and stuff during the weekend, so I just want to give you the heads up on that. Here are our course objectives. Go ahead and read over those. You'll know that the content that I assign and the assignments that I assign are directly related to meeting these course objectives. So just so you have a basic understanding of what I'm trying to do with each particular assignment. Here are our course requirements. Of course, the text will be your primary source of course information, though that you'll also notice within Blackboard and on the course schedule that I also assign research articles dealing with the court system. So some are required, some are optional based on assignments. So we'll be going over those. But the text is your primary source of information, and the text is right down here. American Courts in the Criminal Justice System. So be sure to pick that up. Read over this section. It's very important that students have an understanding of what the expectations are in this particular course. You are taking an online summer class. It is accelerated. Subsequently, all requirements, contact hours and things like that the university mandates throughout the year is in play during the summer as well. It's just that it's more crammed in. It's accelerated. You are taking a 15-16 week course in 5 weeks. So you should expect to do 3 times the work per week. So my schedule, as far as the course offerings and deliverables, doesn't change. If I were to offer this in the spring term, you would be doing the equal amount of work as those students. You just do it in 1/3 of the time. So keep that in mind. I know these accelerated courses can seem daunting, but just keep up with the work, recognize the expectations, and you'll have no troubles. Here we have some of the deliverables that I ask for, the way you are graded in this particular course. You'll have 3 article summary assignments due throughout the next 5 weeks, each worth 30 points. And in-depth instruction and requirements you'll find on Blackboard, which we'll be going over in a different video. There are 5 reading quizzes to this particular course. Again, we'll go over those on Blackboard. You'll have 1 reaction paper worth 50 points. And then you'll have 3 exams. The exams are not cumulative, so they're just over the particular units. Units last about 10 days. The first 2 exams, in fact, are worth 100 points each, where the final, or the exam 3, is only worth 60 points because it covers less material. So here is the grading scale. There will be a total of 500 points for this particular course. You can see the point breakdown here. And the grading scale. I do not follow the university grading scale. I have mine a little bit more liberal, so keep that in mind. Grading policy and academic dishonesty, plagiarism statement. Be sure to review this. I do check for plagiarism on all writing assignments, and I'm a bit of a stickler for it. That includes excessive paraphrasing, where you're changing just a few words from an original source. That does not quite cut it as far as paraphrasing goes. So I really want to be able to read you within your writing. Keep that in mind. Students with disabilities. Naturally, I accommodate all students with disabilities. It is incumbent upon the student to contact me with any accommodations that need to be made, and I will be sure to make them. And what students are most interested in, probably most important thing on the syllabus, is the course schedule. As you can see, we have Unit 1, Unit 2, and Unit 3. This course is just made up of 3 units, totaling about 10 days or so apiece. In Unit 1, we cover chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, and parts of 14 and 15. I do not go in order as far as the text. I just feel like it's not exactly intuitive, or not the way I want to present it. So keep in mind, I do not go in order. And you'll see the online reading quizzes. In the first unit, you have 3 of the 5 online reading quizzes, all due on the same day, May 23rd. And here, exam 1 is due May 25th. I have them due on the same day because within each unit, you are essentially working self-paced. You can, of course, work ahead throughout the entire term, as the entire course is already available to you and everything is already posted. So if you get done with Unit 1 early, you can move on to Unit 2. Say you have a vacation coming up in mid-June and you don't want to have to worry about the course during that vacation, then just work ahead. What is important to note is that you cannot work behind. So once May 3rd or May 23rd comes and goes, the online reading quiz will no longer be made available to you. It will close. So you can work ahead. You just can't work behind. So keep that in mind. So in Unit 2, we cover chapters 5, 6, and 12. And what we see here is we have online reading quiz. It's within chapter 6. You'll notice it on Blackboard. And we have the readings that you're required to do. Anything not marked optional is required. So yes, these 2, Ulmer and Hartley, are optional. They are attached to assignments 1 and 2. What you'll find on Blackboard when we go over that is that they're located in their own folder, and you can go to those folders and you're going to be choosing one of those articles to read to complete the assignments. The same goes for the Rubenstein and Holmes article. However, the Eisenstein and Jacobs, the Albinetti, the McCoy those are all required materials. Same with the viewing. So everything is required unless marked optional. Just want to be clear about that. And then, of course, the article summary assignment reaction paper here is due on June 4th. Again, you can complete it before June 4th. You just can't complete it after June 4th. And our exam 2 is on June 6th. The final unit's going to cover mostly victims, judges, and the death penalty. A little less material here, so it wouldn't be a terrible idea to work schedule accordingly, so you are spending more time within chapters 1 and 2 and perhaps a little less time on on unit 3. We have some of the reading material that's already posted that's not your text, but of course chapter 9 is from your text, chapter 8 is from your text, and some of the required material. The thing to note about the required material is that when it's required, it's all testable, and it does show up on the test. So there's certain theories that are going to be covered in those that I really want you to understand. I do have, and many of those, if not all of them, corresponding PowerPoints, but I want you to read the original works of the authors. Okay, an email just popped up. Sorry about that. So here, take note that these don't have the same due date. Your assignment 3 is due on June 11th, which is a Monday. Your assignment 4 is due on a Friday, June 15th. It just gives me an opportunity to keep up with the grading, but also gives you the opportunity to, okay, you have due date, get it out of the way rather than waiting to the last day and trying to complete not only these 2 assignments, but then also working your way towards June 17th and the final exam, which is a Sunday, which is after the time, actually after the semester closes, but you can have until Sunday to complete the final or the exam 3, and then I will get the grades done that Monday, Tuesday, when the grades are actually due to the university on that particular Wednesday. So I hope that gives you some clarification on what the expectations are and how this semester is going to go, or how this 5-week abbreviated session is going to go. On the next video, which is posted simultaneously, we will get into Blackboard site and show you where everything is. Okay, thank you.